Hi, good afternoon. This is Professor Adams. I wanted to take a few minutes of your time, about 20-30 minutes. I know that's a long time. This is just audio, and so if you need to just put this on while you do other things around the house or take care of some other work, feel free to do so. I wanted to take a few moments to go over your informative speech. Now, if you have submitted your outline, your speech already, and you're like, wait a minute, I need to make some changes, feel free to do so. Just send me an email if you need me to assist you with that, okay? Now, your informative speech is due this weekend, November 17th. Your informative speech is not a persuasive speech, okay? Putting the word inform in the sentence followed by a persuasive statement does not make it informative. For example, I want to inform my audience on why abortion should be illegal. That is a persuasive statement. Or I want to inform my audience why I believe everyone should have the right to own a gun. That is still persuasive. Persuasive speaking deals with convincing, trying to convince, or some students say, I want them to think how I think. Some students say, I want to change their minds about something. You are convincing your audience in an area dealing with their attitude on how they feel about something, belief, values, or even behavior. Informative speaking does not do that. Informative speaking basically it's designed to educate your audience. We're not talking about even conspiracy theories. We are just talking about educating your audience. And even as your description says, is about an object, people, events, concepts. You're explaining, you're describing using facts, truths, and principles. Right? We're trying to stimulate interest, facilitate understanding in a way that your audience is going to remember what you're talking about. Okay? It can be on any topic as long as it's not controversial, guys. All right? If you are confused or you don't know if your topic falls into what category, just let me know. All right? I'll give you another example. Your informative speech might describe who popular singer/songwriter Adele is. Maybe you are defining Scientology. Now, Scientology is deemed as a religion, but if you're just talking about, hey, this is what Scientology is, this is the history of Scientology, this is maybe one of the first followers or whoever, then that's informative. I'll give you some more examples. Maybe you want to demonstrate, so informative speech can be a speech of demonstration as well, how to create and post a video on a website like YouTube. Maybe you want to compare and contrast the similarities and differences between Twitter and Instagram. All of these are informative speaking. How to budget your money, how to travel on a budget. All of these are informative. So some of the topics are lighthearted. Some may be a little bit more serious, but we are still expanding. We are expounding, explaining, describing. Okay? Now down to your outline. Now your outline, there's a preparation outline in your textbook. And I have a sample of it in the folder I'm going to show you. But I also have an example of an outline that you are more than welcome to use, and it's in Word format, and that may help. Now, how many sources do you need? 4. You are required to have 4 sources. Your sources are where you get your information from. And I'm going to go over where you can look, and that is going to take up a majority of this video. It's a bit dry, but it's important, not only for this class, but any other class where you have research papers to do. You may have a paper in a class right now where you have to submit a research paper, and this is going to be helpful information for you, because when you are doing any type of research, the most difficult part is where am I finding the information? If you find a good article, a good book that contains information you need, then you're on the right path. And so knowing where to find your information from really is key. Now, the time allotment, 5 to 6 minutes. You need 5 to 6 minutes. That's how long your presentation should be. Visual aids, you are required to use a poster or a PowerPoint. Now, if you use a poster, make sure the words are large. You can even use images, strong images, to describe your speech, to assist you. You may also use PowerPoint. Now, people run into difficulties with PowerPoint because they're saying, well, how do I show my PowerPoint on my laptop? My laptop is small. A lot of laptops nowadays have HDMI compatibility. You buy an HDMI cord, they're not expensive, and a lot of our TVs are HDMI compatible. And so you connect your HDMI cord from your laptop to your TV using an HDMI cord, and then whatever is on your laptop will show up on your TV. You can do this for movies and everything as well, okay? And so that will allow you to see your PowerPoint on the television. And what students have done before is that they have stood next to the TV and they have given their speech, and someone is controlling the PowerPoint for them, or sometimes they're doing it themselves. It can be done. It happens often, okay? It happens often. Now, where are you uploading your speech? You have an option. You have an option. You may upload your speech to YouTube and provide the link in the Dropbox for this assignment. So upload your speech to YouTube, and whatever your YouTube link is, make sure you copy and paste it into the Dropbox for this assignment here in Blackboard. And actually, it will go right here where it says M5 Lesson 13 video only. Okay, so this is where you will upload your video, the video link. Upload your video link here, not the actual video. I'm going to make that edit so it's clear. Or you could upload your speech to the informative speech Dropbox, which is in Revel. Okay, Revel is your online textbook. All right. Now, another important aspect of this speech is that you are required to have 5 adults before and after your speech for full credit. Okay. Also, keep the camera on you. Keep the camera on you and your speech and your PowerPoint during the entire speech. Don't have the camera zoom in and out, because it creates a lot of distraction. Sometimes it messes up the video. Everything should be easily seen. Okay, you'll see here, this Dropbox is for your outline only. This right here is if you're using YouTube. If you're using YouTube, you copy the link here. Okay, the rubric for this assignment is located here. Now, this is a sample video. This is how to outline. This is where we want to go next. How to outline. Now, this is a textbook sample from your textbook. This link right here is what I have put together for you. It just explains everything in detail. Where should your information be? All right. So if we're assuming you're creating an outline, you are constructing your main point, and you are using about 2 to 3 main points to support it, okay? Now, a lot of you have done an outline before. Some of you may not have, and so you definitely would want to make sure that you read the chapter. Read the chapter that explains organization. Okay, because this video should not be your only instruction video. This is just supplementing and explaining some things. All right, now the rules of outlining state that if I have a 1, I have to have a 2. If I have a Roman numeral 1, I'm required to have a Roman numeral 2. If I have an A, I'm required to have a B. If I have a 1, I have to have a 2. If there's an A, I need a B. Doesn't matter where it is located. Alright, now this is the format I would like for you to keep. Roman numerals, your next point is going to be a capital, A, B, C. If you have a supporting detail for that, then we're going to go to our Arabic numbering system, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And then if that needs to be supported, then I'm going to use lowercase lettering. Okay, lowercase lettering. All right. Also, everything should be one idea. No paragraphs should be, I should not have a paragraph just where it says Roman numeral 2. Everything is one statement, one idea. It doesn't matter where it is. I should not see paragraphs of information. Every point, every Roman numeral, whether it's a capital letter or a lowercase letter, everything is one complete sentence. One complete sentence. Okay? Do not forget your conclusion as well. All right? Your outline is just an abstract of your speech, or if you're writing a research paper for another class, it's an abstract for that, meaning if I never read your paper, if I never watch your speech, if you give me your outline, I get a good understanding of what you discussed, what you wrote about. It is not meant to replace something else. It means to add, is adding on to it. Okay, so that's why I say avoid paragraphs of information. If I get what you think is an outline and I just see a full essay, then I can't grade you for an outline because you gave me an essay. So use this template. Make sure you put your name on it. Make sure you delete this. Also, these headers where it says introduction, main point 1, main point 2, main point 3, please make sure that you delete this information and put your content. Don't leave this here and do that. And then you have your content there. We are not doing that at all. Make sure you delete these headers and you replace it with your own content. Your reference page, where are you getting your information from? Now, I'm going to go over the logistics of the reference page, and then I will transition over to where you find your information, and that should be it. Now, this is APA formatting. If you've never heard of APA or MLA, they're just two different styles of research. They basically say when you find research from another source and you put it in your paper, you want to use a direct quote or even paraphrase, this is how you do it. This is how you do it for this text, and this is how you do it for that text. Okay, that's really it. We are using APA. APA says that, hey, your authors, we only need the last name, and then we just put the initials for the first name and any names afterwards. Last name, initial. APA says that the year it was published goes right after your author's names. The difference between APA and MLA is just a difference in placement. MLA says, oh no, you got to write the whole name out. First name, middle name, and last name. All of them out. MLA also says, oh, the year does not go here. The year goes at the end. It's just a difference of placement. Also notice how everything is in ABC order according to the author's last name. ABC order according to the author's last name. Also notice that this is not numbered. This is not numbered at all. This is this is called a hanging indent. And so each source, each entry, we identify it because of this hanging indent. So this is something that we have to pay attention to. Now, where are we getting the information from? Because some of these are academic journals. All right, a number of these are. So where are you getting the information from? If we go to, where are we going to go first? Let's go to owl.purdue, because that shows us how to structure, how to write what we just wrote. How do we know it's supposed to look like this? Well, let's go to owl.purdue. Now, this website is owl.purdue.edu. I personally would save this link on your computer. Type it in. Make sure you go to APA style, research and citation, APA style, and then APA Formatting and Style Guide. If you scroll down, it shows you, hey, for your reference list, if you got some information from a movie, this is the content, this is the order, this is how you put it. If it's the title of a motion picture or a movie, you see even the details. Only the first word is capital. The first letter of the first word is capital, and then all the other words, you guys see that, is lowercase. You see that here too, and that remains the same for APA format. For APA format, it just remains the same. This is in text. This is in text. That's not what I want. Let's go to the reference list. Reference list. Okay? And this breaks it down for you. Those are the rules. Forgive me for that. All right, again, this is just a single author, one person. You see how for this, the title of this, only friendship is capitalized. And then everything else is lowercase. Those are the rules for APA. Now, what if it's a two-part title? Same thing. The first letter of the first word is in capital letters. Everything else is in lowercase. But then after that colon, the first word again, capital, and then everything else lowercase. You will see the more you use APA or whatever is required for your class, the more you become comfortable with it. And so if you're comfortable with it, if you look at something, then you know that, oh, okay, this is wrong. Okay? For example, if this was, let's say this was all in caps. No. If this was the title, this is the title, if this is all caps, then the more you use APA, the more you'll notice like, uh-oh, wait a minute, that's incorrect. And then you can just change it to how it's supposed to be. I'll never tell someone to memorize the rules of writing a reference list because they're just too many. Just make sure you have this website. This website is here to assist you and makes it easier. You'll see the different styles. MLA and APA are the more common ones that we use. All right, we're using APA. Now, where to get the information from? There are two places that I use, and I'm going to try to hurry this up. I go to Google Scholar. Google Scholar. Scholar.google.com. Now, Google Scholar versus regular Google, we know both are search engines, but Google Scholar is a search engine for academic sources. Academic sources, okay? If I am going to research on diabetes, I put diabetes in, and goodness, 3 million searches. I don't have time for that. So I can go here where it says anytime. Custom range, let's do 2014 to 2019. Then now all of my sources are within 2014, 2019, within the last 5 years. And that is helpful if you have a professor who's saying, oh, you can only have sources from this long ago. Now, something else with Google is that it automatically searches the databases at Miami-Dade College. The databases are here. I'm already logged in. Okay? At the same time. And you make sure it does that to streamline your search and save time by clicking this menu bar here. Go to settings. Click library links. And just make sure these are checked. Both of them. And then hit save. That's all you have to do. Make sure both of them are saved. Okay? Now, I like this because, again, it will give me the full text. If I click this, if I click full text, it will take me directly to that particular article. It should. Also, it gives me the citation. If I click on these quotation marks, there we go. That's what I need right there. Sometimes this is an incorrect order, and so you have to make sure, not order, but it's not in the right format, so you have to make sure that it's in the right format. But it's right there for you. If I click quotation marks here, it's right there for you. Okay, it's right there for you. Again, it's right there for you. All right, so that's another thing I like. Also, if I press the star, let's say these articles, they kind of look interesting, but I'm in a rush. If you are logged in using your school ID, your school email, or your personal Gmail account, if you are logged in, maybe you just, okay, let me just do a quick search. I'm going to come back and look at it. Instead of having to do this whole thing over again, if you just select My Library, you'll see the ones that you press star, they're there for you already. They are there for you already. All right? Let's say you find a really good article, but you're struggling finding information on your topic. If you select related articles, then anything related to your topic is going to come up. Some may be good, some may not be. But research it's not easy, but it is worth it. Once you become comfortable with it, you can do it with your eyes closed. All right? Now, you can also get information from the databases. Anytime your professor says you need this many sources, always, always, always think of diversity. You don't want all your information just from going to google.com. You don't want all regular websites. A regular website would be americancancersociety.org or environmental protection agency.gov. Those are regular websites. You don't want all of your sources from there. Using the academic databases, and each link here is going to take you to thousands and thousands of articles. You need an article on a newspaper. You need a newspaper article. It will take you directly there. The system is a bit slow right now. Oh, there it is. This searches Florida. Let's put diabetes. Hit search. Anything dealing with diabetes that's in the newspaper in Florida will come up. And not only will it come up, but it can give you things published as early as today, November 12th. You see that? And then if you need the citation, it's right there. You just hit cite, hit the title, and then you hit cite, and then APA. This is the citation you need for this article. All right? Oh, no, it's right here. Forgive me, guys. It's right here. This will be the citation you need for this article. All right? I can go over this individually. I don't want to take too much time. If you need a video, Films on Demand will give you all academic information, but everything is a video. And again, it is going to give you the full citation. It will even break the video down into segments for you. Okay? If you have questions, please let me know. I didn't want to take this much time, but again, your assignment is due this weekend. Informative. 4 sources. Use diversity. Use Google Scholar to help you. Make sure you save those links for any other assignments you have in any other classes this semester. It will help you, I promise. 5 to 6 minutes. Use a poster or a PowerPoint. I'm looking for your 5 adults. If I see a bunch of kids, they're cute and all. However, I cannot count them. All right. Do not edit your video. Your video link for YouTube goes in this box. Your outlines go here. Make sure if you're using Mac, Pages is not compatible at all with Blackboard. So if you submit something using Pages, I will not be able to open it, and it can alter your grade because I don't have time and I don't have means to convert it. All right, so please make sure that you use office.edu, office.mdc.edu. That will give you access to Word. Let me go there right quick. Office.mdc.edu. Enter in your school information, your school login, and you'll have access to Word, PowerPoint, and everything else. Okay? If you guys have any questions, please just let me know. The rubrics are here. Yeah, we can go from there. All right, if you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully this wasn't too long. Just trying to think of anything else I may have forgotten. I think that is it. All right, guys, talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.